Tottenham Hotspur Stadium here in London, England, where on the 26th of April, Saturday night, two fighters with bad blood between them, as we all know, Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. will face each other in a 12-round middleweight contest, the main event for a spectacular night of world-class professional boxing for your entertainment. And that will be the inaugural Ring Magazine promotional event. Now, their fathers fought each other two times, once for the middleweight world championship, and then again in a three-way split for the super middleweight championship of the world, and the family rivalry continues to this day. And it's all brought to you by Ring Magazine, along with SNK Corporation, famous for the legendary video fighting game Fatal Fury City of Wolves, with promoters Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing and Ben Shalom for Boxer. Now, this event will be broadcast live worldwide on DAZN and also available in the United Kingdom and Ireland on Sky Sports Box Office. Now, seated behind me, ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, CEO and founder of Boxer, Ben Shalom, the trainer of Conor Benn, Tony Sims, head trainer for Chris Eubank Jr., former heavyweight contender Jonathan Banks, and trainer of both Chris Jr. and Sr., Ronnie Davis. And also seated, ladies and gentlemen, the former middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring the fighters to the stage and to their seats for this press conference. First, former WBA Continental Welterweight champion with a perfect professional record consisting of 23 fights, 23 victories, 14 wins by knockout. He is the undefeated Conor the Destroyer Benn. His opponent now coming to the stage and to his seat at the press conference. His record stands at 34 victories, 25 wins by knockout, 3 defeats. He's a former two-time IBO Super Middleweight World Champion and the current IBO World Middleweight Champion, and he is Chris New Generation Eubank Jr. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn it over to our host, who will be acting as referee for this press conference, Mr. Ode Oladipo.
Michael, thank you. I'm not sure if those scanners work for eggs, but fingers crossed we have no eggs today. I am happy that we are here. I didn't expect us to get here after the ending of the second press conference, but it is good that we are in the capital, because this is something very, very special coming your way, April 26th. Welcome, everyone, to the second press conference for the Ring Magazine inaugural event, Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, which will take place at this magnificent stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which isn't just a football stadium. This is one of the best event stadiums in the world. The biggest events here happen every single year. We've had boxing here before. Derek Chisora on the front row fought Tyson Fury here. Anthony Joshua fought Alexander Usyk. The NFL have been here as well, and the best from the music industry. Beyonce will be here in the summer, as will Kendrick Lamar, but the attention turns to boxing once again. We all know about the Benn and Eubank rivalry. It dates back to 1990, as Michael said, when Nigel Benn first locked horns with Chris Eubank Sr. The victor that day was Chris Eubank. He went on to win the WBO middleweight crown. 3 years later, they got it on again, this time a unification fight, this time in the super middleweight division, and it was a draw. We all hoped for a third one. That didn't happen. The baton has now been passed to the Suns. Finally, we get to see Benn versus Eubank again. Here we are, 32 years after their second fight. The unbeaten Conor Benn, with a record of 23-0, 14 knockouts, will move up in weight to take on the current IBO middleweight champion, Eubank Jr, with a record of 34-3 with 25 knockouts. A fantastic undercard as well. Liam Smith versus Aaron McKenna. Anthony Yard will take on Lyndon Arthur again. Chris Billam-Smith versus Brandon Glanton. And my favourite fight on the undercard, Vidal Riley will take on Chev Clark, another Matchroom versus Boxer showdown. The event is being brought to you by Ring Magazine, SNK Corporation, the publisher of the famous video fighting game Fatal Fury, City of Wolves, Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing, and Ben Shalom of Boxer. And the event will be broadcast on DAZN worldwide and Sky Sports box office in the UK and Ireland. When